Ballots are out and the August primary election is about to heat up. Area students fill the days between school with summer activities at the park. Music is being used to soothe the local newborns in intensive care. Those stories and more on today's edition of the Week in Review from ClarkCountyToday.com. Hey everyone, happy Friday. I'm Chris Brown. Well, you should have recently received a ballot in the mailbox for the upcoming August 6th primary. Clark County Today is working to bring you coverage of all the major races. This week we feature most of the 6 candidates vying for 2 battleground city council races. 2 of those candidates emerged from the recent debate over Initiative 1639 and calls for the current council to adopt a Second Amendment sanctuary city resolution. Other big issues for the city include managing growth, public safety, fire annexation, and providing public utilities to a growing city. Watch for coverage of the Vancouver City Council races as well as the Vancouver School Board and more over the next week. The fight over who gets to run the Chelatchie Prairie Railroad continues. Clark County and Portland-Vancouver Junction Railroad remain locked in a legal battle over whether the lease agreement signed in 2004 to operate the county-owned 33-mile rail line is in fact valid. This week, PVJR President Eric Temple released a document he claims proves the county ruled the lease ironclad back in 2013. The county now says that document is privileged information. We also talked about the ongoing issue with County Manager Sean Hennessy, so be sure to check out the full piece at ClarkCountyToday.com, posted on Monday. For many children in our community, school isn't just a chance to learn, it's their best shot at a good meal during the week. But where do they go during the summer? Well, that's where the McClaskey Family Foundation's Summer Playgrounds program comes in.
We are done. Whose trash is this? Anybody know? I was so excited that I was hardly able to go to sleep last night.
Oh, I didn't hear your voices. Tell the person louder. What job you're doing?
Soccer player.
Keep your phone down. What a great day. It's not raining. It's not super hot. And we have 60 children around us. How can you go wrong with that? So exciting.
Certainly our staff on their own will even actually donate bananas and fruit because the kids, they're hungry, they're growing, and just, you know, they do get their sack lunch, but they're getting the right foods when they come to the program.
We get macaroni and cheese, sometimes we get sandwiches.
What's your favorite thing?
Pizza.
Pizza? What kind of pizza?
Pepperoni.
The McClaskey Family Foundation was a big part of funding, looking for sponsors and share. So the children come here. We need to feed them lunch. Some of them bring their own lunch, but Share also brings a sack lunch. So today was our opportunity. So we brought them 24 pizzas, 12 cheese and 12 pepperonis, because we know a happy child is one that has a full belly. So Share is one of the partners that helps with this opportunity. But the Parks and Rec people have gone out to the community to ask for sponsors, and those sponsors have stepped up. But there are only so many philanthropic groups in the city, and asking them to add more to their plate is becoming more difficult. So that's what we're asking the citizens to do, to come and sponsor.
The need this year, we know, it has been, I see at my other sites, we have 5 total programs that the numbers are way up, they're maxed out. So the kids are having fun, our staff are providing that for them, and the word is getting out.
What are we having today?
Mango.
Mango, all right.
In the old days, we walked 8 blocks to the swimming pool by ourselves and we went swimming, and it was nothing for that to happen. Now we're a little more cautious about where our children go and when they go, and do they go by themselves. And so coming to a neighborhood park and having a great opportunity to play, that's what we want.
On the count of 3, say thank you. 1, 2, 3. Thank you!
Well, the Summer Playgrounds program costs an average of $11 per day per student to run, and most of it is funded through private donations. If you're interested in helping more children have a fun and safe place to go during the summer, you can find a link about how to do so on our story at clarkcountytoday.com. Speaking of helping young people, PeaceHealth Southwest continues to expand its music therapy program within the neonatal intensive care unit. Integrating calming, environmental, and personalized music into the space has been a strong asset to the hospital unit, and now may be expanding into pediatrics and possibly the emergency room. Susan Bakuros heads the program and works with neonates herself. Bringing peace to an often harrowing experience for parents and child is the program's #1 priority. Bakuros said, be sure to check out our full story and video coming soon at clarkcountytoday.com. Once believed to be nearly dead, a group of private citizens helped to bring Battleground's Harvest Day celebration back to life in a big way last weekend. With the Battleground Chamber of Commerce merging with the Greater Vancouver chapter, it was left to volunteers to organize this year's festivities, and they didn't disappoint. The festival was back to a full 3 days and included favorites like classic cars, a carnival, pancake feed, and of course the parade, and some new events like the Firefighters Challenge. The Battleground Festival Association says they'll start planning for next year's Harvest Days next month. This weekend, the summer festival season nears its end with Camas Days and Our Days in Le Centre. The 2019 Camas Day celebration includes activities scheduled Thursday through Sunday, although the majority of the activities are concentrated on Friday and Saturday. This year's theme for Camas Days is Candyland. The event is organized by the Camas Washougal Chamber of Commerce. The annual Our Days Steamboat celebration in Le Centre will kick off with the Lego Movie 2 at Sternwheeler Park at dusk tonight. And most of the activities are scheduled for Saturday, which begins with the 5K run and walk at 8 a.m., starting in Holly Park, and the parade at 10. For more information on the schedules of these two community events, check out our stories at clarkcountytoday.com. Well, one thing you can cross off your list for this weekend is a dip in Vancouver Lake. Clark County Public Health has closed the swim beach there yet again after test results revealed elevated levels of cyanotoxins in the water. Closure signs are being posted at the swim beach and other public access points to the lake. Public Health is advising against all recreating in the lake, including swimming, kayaking, paddleboarding, canoeing, and water skiing. And make sure to keep your pets from drinking any of the lake water. Public Health has been monitoring cyanobacteria blooms at Vancouver Lake since June 12th and will continue to monitor the lake throughout the summer. The park is still open and water in the restrooms and shelters remains safe to use. All right, let's check in with Paul Valencia for the week in Clark County sports.
Happy Friday, everybody. Hey, soon there will be a new football season, and there will also be a new stadium at Kingsway Christian. We brought you the story of how Kingsway Christian raised more than $500,000 to build a 900-seat stadium for its athletic teams. Also in sports, Katie Penueta of Heritage had an incredible summer. A 3-sport athlete at Heritage, she excels in basketball, and this summer, she played for American Samoa in the Pacific Games. She was the only high schooler on the women's basketball team, and American Samoa took home the gold. We also brought you the story of Curtis Paulson, a Vancouver man who loves motocross. Curtis is the track announcer. He spent years working alongside Brian Barnes, the legendary voice of Washougal. Barnes is sidelined with medical concerns right now, so Curtis has taken over the lead role of track announcer. Curtis says Washougal Motocross Park is one of his favorite places in the world. This week, the park hosts the 2019 Washougal MX National. The best professional riders in the nation will be in Clark County, and thousands of fans are expected to attend.
All right, thanks so much, Paul. And there you have a quick check of some of the top stories at clarkcountytoday.com. Be sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram to see when stories are posted and be part of the conversation. You can send story ideas via email to news@clarkcountytoday.com. For all of us, I'm Chris Brown. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great weekend. We'll talk to you next week.